Well, this riff, eh? A lot of people love it, a lot of people have played it to death. It's one of the first ones you learn, and there's a lot of different ways that people have played it in the past, from doing it like this, or the way that I thought that it was originally played, down here. Or even, I was getting close, this one. I guess this video is all about just how to play it like Ritchie Blackmore, who came up with it very precisely, and also about wearing everything purple, including this purple pig. So you've got to start with this main riff here. It is a classic, Smoke on the Water, Deep Purple. Now what I was staggered to discover is that it's all up picks except for one note. So the whole riff is played by Ritchie Blackmore in live situations, in all sorts of situations with an up pick, except for the first couple of times that you hear it. So usually what Ritchie Blackmore does is he plays it with a thumb and a first finger. And actually, when you listen to the album, you think, oh yeah, that sounds a little bit more like it, to be honest. And then later, after the first couple of times, it kicks in with a pick, and it's all up picks. Except for that one. So, if you haven't been doing like that, you're definitely going to learn something today on this lesson, that's for sure. So we'll start at the beginning, and I'll just make sure that you're doing the right fingering pattern as well. So you're going to use your third finger to bar across this 5th fret here on the D and A strings. Now we'll do it the finger picking in the first instance for the first 2 times that you hear it here. So double that 3rd fret on the D and G strings, and then come again, and then you're going to jump with the 3rd finger and slide. A lot of people do it in different ways. They go, or, but Ritchie Blackmore, as I've seen in many videos, does it like that. Now you do that round twice, and then you get your pick, purple pick obviously, because it's deep purple, and you're going to use all up picks for the 3rd time round that you hear the riff. So that's an up down here. And then you do that again. You see, this is why I get so excited for doing this channel, because a riff that we all think we know how to play is completely different when it comes down to it. Now the reason that it's up picks, incidentally, is because sometimes Ritchie Blackmore does a variation of the riff and plays this bottom G string. And the thumb is going to come into play a lot throughout this song. Now there's an interesting variant there which I'll tell you about in a minute. Before that there's a slide down from the 10th. If you want to put that in there, you can hear that on the record. So Ritchie Blackmore plays it like this: thumb, 3rd finger, 4th finger. And he uses his thumb a lot in these chord shapes here. So we're going to do this picking pattern as well on this G power chord. Down, down, up. And they're going to slide that whole shape down 2 frets so that you're on fret number 1. And then it has a very unusual note here. That's the only time that you hear that, up, up, down. And on that 2nd fret there, it's to kind of give it a break from going straight back to the G. But actually, having said that, every other time you hear it, you just hear the full chord played like that. So I don't know if it's just a cheeky variant or something like that, but anyway, let's play it as it is on the record. So, and then we're going to go back to this same riff again with the thumb. And that comes around 3 more times. So do it a couple more after that one, and then really cool section. This is your very forceful power chords here. And then the bass goes. So the thing to do here is to do a normal power chord shape on your C. Down, down, up again. Then use your thumb to come round and resume that shape that we've been using on the G, except of course it's on a flat or a G sharp. And let all those notes ring out. And then back to this G. Let that ring. Same again with the C. And then you're back to your main riff, which, if you've missed part 1, is all up picks, except for this. Do that around a couple of times, then you slide down from the 10th fret. This is very similar to what we've done before, so that gets played around 4 times. Then you have this same section coming around again with the power chord. And again. Then you move on to page 2 of the tab, which, if you're following along at home, or if you're just watching it above the video, you got the old main riff again with your up picks. And then you play that round twice. Let's jump into it then, and you're going to jump up here on this 12th fret, but you're going to do a little slide in from the 11. So this is how it should sound. Nice big vibrato, then move that 3rd finger up again to that 13th fret. So that's all a one shape with only one pick. So you're going to do the bend, release, and then pull off. And then you can do an up pick with that. Nice little bend up there, little blues feel to that. And then you're going to keep on this 12th fret with that 3rd finger again on the D. Little hammer in there. And then you're going to move down to the 8th fret there. Hammer on pull off situation. Slide down with that 1st finger. Come up again with the 3rd. So, and then this is where the bending gets interesting. So you're going to start with the 10th fret on the G, bend up to the 12th, then only release half a note. So it's a really nice little idea, and then keep that vibrato going on that full bend. And then on to this 8th. Again, similar idea. And then you're going to do this pattern here, which it gets very, very fast and very tough. So let me just run you through that. So now it's going to be all alternate picking from here. The 10th bend, I'd use the 4th finger here. It's easier to keep the run going. You're going to use the 4th finger a lot here. So run down this G string, and then you're going to fret across with your 3rd finger. 8 to 7 little move. That's your little move there. That's the crucial move.
So run down that string, 10, 8, 7, then land on the 10th with your 4th finger there. And then you're going to do some little upward moves here. So 8, 7, 10, 8. 8, 7 across. That's quite straightforward if you just follow the fretting there. Nice little bend up as well here. I always do this one a bit too slow, so you've got to be quite quick. And you've got to hit that 10th as well. Now you need a whammy bar here, which I don't have. You can hear kind of whammy bar slide down. I just slide like that. But really you want a whammy bar if you're going to do it 100% accurately to the record there. Then you're going to move position down to this 5th fret here. So let me just run you through that. I'm just scrolling the tab down as well. You can download it if you like, if you need it. So 5th fret, bend to the 7th. There's a lot of similar patterns that we've learnt before with this 3rd finger coming across. And that has a nice rhythmic feel to it. Now I played this differently for many years. I've played it up here before. But I think that what you hear on the record is actually played down on the 3rd fret here, and it means you can stay in position. So you're going to jump up at that point. So jump to this 6th fret, and then 3rd fret bars across there, then up to this. This is where it starts getting bend-tastic. It's that same idea we had before. So make sure you bend this like this. Then you're going to come down to this 7th fret, but slide into it from the 5th. And I'd actually do a 3rd finger if you can. Slide up to the 12th. So you're going to do a slow bend up. And then you're going to hold it on that 13th to the 15th bend, and you're going to do it like this. So it's very rhythmic, and you almost just have to hear it to be able to play it right. So. Riff's been going on underneath you while you finish the solo. That means you only get to play it one time when you're dropping back into it. If you want to know how to do that riff, of course, just check out earlier in the video. And then you drop into this section which we've discussed before. So you have 4 of those, and then you go back to this same C power chord section here. Back to your riff. And this is where the change comes. So you're going to play this riff through 3 more times, but on the final 2 times, as I've written out here, it goes like this. It's got an extra note. And then the outro here is a very freestyle kind of feel to it, a very loose kind of jam that's going on here.
While the organ solo happens, you're going to do a lot of things down on the 5th and 3rd frets with those bars. It's very, very loose and it's quite hard to transcribe down rhythmically. You're basically just going to play around with these notes. And then you've got it fades away with that kind of offbeat rhythm happening. I wouldn't worry too much about it, but just in case you're trying to be super, super accurate to what's going on there on that record. And then you're out, you've done Smoke on the Water, a classic from Deep Purple. I hope you've learned a little bit about how it might differ to how you've been playing it. And thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on the channel. Do subscribe, that'll help. Goodbye.